Hello and welcome to Journey to Easter. Today is Saturday, March 26th. And our first reading today comes from Hosea. In the first verse in chapter 6, it says, "Come, let us return to the Lord, for he is torn that he may heal us. He has stricken and he will bind us up." The word I kind of wanted to focus on today that I've reflected on is just that word return. Just kind of what that means in our everyday living. I can always think about times when I've been away. One of the very first times that, I kind of went away in my life, when I went away from my home, where I was away for a long period of time, is when I headed out to the East Coast of Baltimore to the seminary. I had been away before and lived away, but I was still in the same town. This time I was several hundred miles away. And it wasn't until 6 months later that I came home for the first time. And I can remember just driving into the state of Michigan and approaching, my small town and how good that felt to return to a place that meant so much to me or means so much to me. It was a place where it felt safe. It was a place where I felt peace. And coming back home was always a good thing. I've loved to venture out, and I still continue to love to venture out. But there's nothing like coming back home. I think Hosea is really challenging the people here and challenging us, to think about returning. Not so much returning necessarily to your home, but returning to the Lord. Lent is all about that. Our journey to Easter is all about that, is just finding ways to return to Him. Because in this reading, what does it tell us? When we're torn, He heals. When we're stricken, He brings us back together. I love the song that is based upon this particular reading, "Return to Me." Return to me, that Hosea preaches. Hosea shares those beautiful words. So as we continue to move through this season of Lent and we're journeying to that beautiful celebration of Easter, return to Him, because that's where you're going to find safety. That's where you're going to find comfort. That's where you're going to find peace. Every day we return. There's going to be times when, yes, we fall away. But there's such joy in heaven when we return back to Him. So challenge yourself today to return back to the Lord. Return so that He can bring you complete. He can make you whole. He can heal. He can bring you back together. Continue your journey to Easter.